friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristen. This is Intentional Living, and today we are stuffing my last full-time paycheck for the month of January. So this is January week 4. All right, so let's give this a count. It should be $825. We have 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 320, 40, 60, 80, 400, 420, 40, 60, 80, 500, 520, 40, 60, 80, 600, 610, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 700, 710, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 800, 805, 10, 15, 20, 825. So this is everything for today. I hope everyone is doing well. I had a busy day at work with lots of meetings, so I am extroverted out. So if I'm less excited than usual, that's why. But let's jump into bills and work on these. Rent is getting its usual $190. So 100, 50, 70, 90. And now in rent, I'll get this 50. It's a little better. Now in rent, we have 100, 200, 250, 300, 320, 40, 60, and 380. $380. Utilities, we are going to add $40 to today. So 20, 40. So we have 20, 40, 65, 70. And then we'll put this one in my $1 challenge. So 70, yes. In utilities, phone is getting $15 for my phone bill, and this should fully fund it for February. So we have 10, 20, 30, 45, 55, and 60, which is fully funded, and I'll pay this on February 1st. Apple is getting $5, and this is for iCloud, Apple Care, Hulu. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20 in Apple. Giving is not getting anything because it's already fully funded with $30, and that should be coming out any day now. So there's that. Insurance is getting 20. So now we have 40 in insurance. That's for my car and renter's insurance. My Roth IRA is for my retirement. So that is getting its usual $60. And let's see what we have in here. We have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 657, 758, 850, 900, 920, 40, 60, 80, 1,000, 1,020, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, and 102. So $1,102 in Roth IRA, which is really, really good for the month of January. So that's awesome. Gym is getting $30, and then this will be fully funded for February. So I have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, and 200. I don't pay this much every month, but I will be paying it for February, and then I'll be paying less than this, but close-ish for March, and then I'll be back to my normal payments. So, and then buffer, in my bills buffer, I'm adding $10 today, just because I haven't added anything in here in a while. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, and 5 in my bills buffer. And then my 1 week ahead fund has $660, which is for 5-week months, because I get paid only twice a month, regardless of how many weeks are in the month, which kind of throws me off for things like my wallet, which speaking of, I don't have, so let me go grab my wallet. Okay, so I have some receipts that I can scan into Fetch Rewards. If you don't have Fetch, I will have my referral code down below for you to sign up. You will get points for every receipt you scan and an extra 2,000 points for using my referral code. And you can use those points to get gift cards. So I'll be scanning those later. This is my only wallet envelope, and it's just to keep some cash on hand. And today I'm gonna add $10. I'm gonna get the worst 10. These are all pretty good. So I'm gonna get that one. So now in my wallet, I have 10, 20, 5, and 30 in my wallet. And this is just for like whenever I need cash, which doesn't happen a lot. So I think when it hits 40 or 50, I'll just stop stuffing it. But that's my wallet envelope. The rest of my spending I do on a credit card, but this is like my wallet that stays at home, and I just pull the cash out and pay my credit card back from it. So my bagels and coffee envelope is getting 20 today, so now I have 40 in there, but I did spend some of this, so I will need to pull that out. Dining out is getting 30, so we'll do a 20 and a 10. So we have 20, 40, 50, and that is if I go to a restaurant and eat while I'm out and about in the world. Fun is getting $10. So we have 20, 40, 50, 60, and 70. Yeah, it's a lot. I'll cap this one at 100, I think. Gas is getting its usual 25, so 25. So we have 50, 75, and 80. We'll put this in our $1 challenge. And we usually cap gas at 100, so that's that. Groceries is getting 70 because I kind of need to build a buffer again in here. So now in groceries, we have 50, 70, and 80. In groceries. Household is getting 20, and I did spend some money out of here. So we have 20, 40, 60, 5, and then some ones that I'll put in our $1 challenge. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 ones for the $1 challenge, and 65 in household. Order out is for like if I get fast food, and that is getting 30. So now we have 20, 30, 40 in order out, and then 3 ones are going into our $1 challenge. And then spending is not getting anything, but we have 55 in there. And then toiletries and buffer are not getting anything, but let's give those a count. A lot of you all said that you like when I count every envelope, even if I'm not adding money, so I'll be doing that today. So we have 50, 75, 85 in toiletries. And then in buffer, we have 10. And that is it for my wallet. We added a lot today. We added 215 because I am trying to build up some of my envelopes in there because I got them kind of out of whack over the holidays. So trying to recover from that and get back on my normal groove. In my long-term spending binder, we are adding $5 into clothes. So we have 100, 125, 35, 135 in clothes. Costco is getting $10. So we have 20, 30, 40, and 50 in Costco. In date night, we have 100, 200, 205, and 210. Fitness and wellness is getting 5. So we have 100, 20, 45, 55, 65, 165. Gifts is also getting 5. So we have 10, 20, 35, 45, 55. And then giving is getting 5. So we have 10, 15, 25, 35, 40, and 42. Yeah. Going out has 1, 2, 300, 350, 370, 375, and 380. And is not getting anything today. Haircuts has 100, and I did reschedule my appointment because my hairstylist had pneumonia last time I tried to get my haircut. And that's gonna be in late February or early March, I think. Hosting has 250. And then planners has 10, 15, and 20. My dog Rosie is getting 5. So she has 55, 65, and 70. And self-care is getting 5. I really want to get a massage. So I have 100, 50, 70, 90, 200, 210, 215, 220, 225, and 230. So 230. Volleyball has 100 and is not getting anything. Yard work is getting 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20 in yard work. And then buffer has, oh, it has more than I thought. It has 25, 35, and 40. That's way more than I thought. So 40 in buffer. There's that. And then on to baby blue, which is our beginning of our sinking funds. We are starting with birthdays, which is getting 5. So my sister-in-law has 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, and then 50 in Kelsey. So that's 95 in birthdays. The birthdays for me don't start until March, so I have some more time. Electronics is getting 5. A lot of 5s today. 1,000, 100, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45. 1,145. First house is getting 5. House down payment, future house down payment. We have 20, 40, 60, 70, 85, 95. So we are definitely gonna get to 100 this week or this month because we have another side hustle cash stuffing before the end of the month, which is awesome. So I'll be really great. Furniture is getting 5. Oh, this old 5 from 2003. So we have 1, 2, 300, 305, 10, 15, 25, 325 in furniture. Holidays is getting 5. We're saving up for a beach trip that I'm taking in May. So we have 5, 10, 15, 25, 35 in beach. And then I had 50 in Mother's Day and 50 in Valentine's Day. So that's 135 for holidays. Home maintenance, also 5. Very exciting today. 100, 10, 15, 25, and 30. 130 in home maintenance. Medical, 5. You guessed it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 400, 450, 470, 480, 490, 495. Okay, my brain turned off. 1, 2, 3, 400, 450, 470, 480, 490, 495, 500, 505, 10, and 515. Thank you for your patience. It has been a struggle, and my handwriting is so bad today, and I'm just so tired, and I can't wait to get in bed. Pet emergency fund is getting $5. So I have 20, 30, 45, 55, 65 in pet emergency fund. And then savings is getting 30. So we're gonna do $10 into my emergency fund. So I have 5,000 in the bank, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110. So 5,110. My joint savings account with my boyfriend is getting 20. So I have 500, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, so 620, 620. And then plus 10,000 in my other savings, which I haven't like really allocated that yet, but I will be allocating that hopefully at the end of the month once I figure out what I want to do with it, which I do have some thoughts. So in total in savings, we have $5,730 or $15,730, which is really amazing. If you had asked me 2 years ago or 2.5 years ago when I started this method, if I would have 15,000 in savings, I would have thought you were lying. So future wedding has 20, 40, 60, 70, 85, and 90 in there. So we should also hit our first 100 in there, which will be really fun for the month of January. And that's it for baby blue. And then last but not least is our big blue. Car is getting 20 today. If you've been following my car saga, I had to deplete most of my repairs fund, so we are rebuilding. I hope you can see all this. Yeah, okay. So repairs is getting this 20. So we have 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 75. 275 in repairs. And then we have 1,000 in my emergency fund for my car, and then 250 in my deductible savings. So we have $1,525. And I used to have over 2,000. Oh, but we'll get back there. We'll get back there. It's fine. Christmas savings, we're gonna put $20 in here. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 40, 60, 180, 185. So $185 for Christmas, for gifts for Colin. And once he hits 200, we'll move on to saving for my parents' Christmas. You're up. We are using my savings challenge binder. These I sell on my Etsy shop if you're interested. We are looking to finish our savings for Europe 2023, and we are adding $55 today. And these come with labels, and you can put your own dollar amounts on them. And there's only 155 because it's to make the math make sense. And so we're gonna stuff that one today. I don't know if you can hear my dog snoring, but she is snoring. She's in the room with me. So we don't count this yet, but we did stuff 55. I chose to use my numbers at like 200 for when I get paid with side hustle, because I tend to have more money to put towards this. But then for these paychecks, like $50 is what I can usually afford. And then 150 is like for smaller side hustle paychecks, or if I, you know, allocate things differently with my full-time income. So it's mostly 200, 150, or 50, and then this 155. So yeah, I'll be mostly stuffing this with side hustle paychecks. So that's Europe. And then my friend's wedding is getting $10 today. Bridesmaid's dress has 300. Gift for her wedding has 100. Accessories has 100. And then wedding spending, I believe, is getting this $10. So we have 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 300 in wedding spending. Plus 100 in wedding travel. And then 100 in bachelorette party travel. And then let's see what's in bachelorette party spending. We have 1, 2, 3, 350, 370, 390, 410, 430, 450. $450, which I'll want to take up to $500, I think. So in total for her wedding, we have $1,450 saved. In travel, we are just adding $5 today, and one of them I think ends in a 5, and that's why I did that. So I think it's in weddings. So in weddings, we have 100, 200, 250, 270, 280, 290, 300, 305, and 310. In weddings, I think I want to save 500 in there. Weekend trips has 200, and so do all the other categories. So we have $1,710 saved for travel, which is awesome. And then last but not least, we are using my Hands and Bands Season to Save challenge. Last week we scratched, our last stuffing, we scratched off 10. So we'll add $10. So now we have 10, 20, 35 in her challenge. And we get to scratch off another winter scratch off. So let's do this one. All right, so we scratched off $20, so we will stuff that next time. So this is my Hands and Bands Season to Save scratch off challenge. I've never done a scratch off challenge before, but well, no, that's a lie. I did the Pink X budget once, so I take it back. But I've never done a Hands and Bands scratch off challenge, and she's like known for those, so. There is that, and now let's pull out our $1 challenge envelope and add the ones we have today. Today we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yes, 9 $1 bills that we're adding in, and we don't count these, but this is what I have so far for the month of January. And we count this at the end of the year just to see how much we were able to save. So that is it for today's stuffing. I do hope you enjoyed it. Like this video if you haven't already, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.